Join me for a mask, a mysterious box that appeared in my P.O. box, and a mysterious story that is long overdue. I will see y'all in a bit. Hello, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining me. My name is Mary. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. Well, today I am bringing you Mask Monday. So happy Mask Monday, ladies. And this is the mask that I will be using. And it is from the Creme Shop, Turmeric and Matcha Fusion Sheet Mask. And I will talk a little bit about the mask. Let's go ahead and talk about a mysterious box that appeared in my P.O. box that I have no clue where it came from. It has stickers all over it. It says congratulations. I don't remember entering any giveaways that had a BoxyCharm for the gift. So let's go ahead and dive in, and once I get into the box I will talk a little bit more about what the post office had to say. So let's go ahead and go into the mask. Not to mention I have an overdue story that I was supposed to have brought, and the mysterious box actually brought a mysterious story forward. So my apologies, I did delay on bringing it to you guys, but it will be done today. So let's go ahead and talk about the mask. And this is a mask that I have used before. It's the Creme Shop Turmeric Matcha Fusion Sheet Mask. It has the benefits of 2 masks in one. Let's go ahead and talk a little bit about what it does. The turmeric effects are antioxidants, promotes glowing skin, helps calm and soothe irritated skin, helps increase circulation to reduce puffiness. Matcha benefits, regulates oil production, exfoliates dead skin cells, and soothes irritated skin. It says our fusion mask delivers the benefits of 2 powerful ingredients plus the added hydration of hyaluronic acid. This is a mask that I have used before. It is an amazing mask. It feels amazing, especially when it comes out of the fridge, which this one was in the fridge. But this is a mask that just left my skin feeling very hydrated and very, very moisturized, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. So let's go ahead and apply the mask and then get into the pending story and the mysterious BoxyCharm box. So my struggle is always getting these masks unfolded. And if you all have been with me for a while, you know that sheet masks were my biggest struggle. They've kind of grown on me a lot more in recent months, but definitely I look forward to using them. So there we go. And it is very, very moist. So let's go ahead and apply it. And I love the way this one just hugs the skin from what I can remember. And getting it into my eye is not the best idea. So, and it does have the little flaps for the eyes. But here we go. There we go. And it is extremely moist, so that helps with it hugging the skin. I love the way it feels, and I love the way it applies. So let's go ahead and get the serum on my hands, which is what I normally do, and my arms, because it does have a lot of serum. And let's go ahead and dive into our mysterious BoxyCharm box. I picked up boxes at the post office, and this was in there. I do not get BoxyCharm. I haven't been receiving BoxyCharm for several months, but it was not a tag, and I'm pretty sure BoxyCharm does not do things like this. So I don't remember entering a giveaway. The shipping label was pretty beat up, so they weren't able to get the information. They did the QR code and my address popped in. However, they weren't able to give me the information to the sender because they said since the tag was beaten up, I should have known who it was coming from. Well, I don't know. So I'm going to go ahead and open the contents or open the box and show you the contents of the box, and then we'll get into our mysterious story that was a reminder from this mysterious box. It does come with a card, and it looks like it's a complete box. So if anyone did a giveaway with a complete BoxyCharm box, please let me know. It's not a mistake. It was addressed to me. They double checked and triple checked because I didn't want to keep a box that did not belong to me. Once again, the card, which means it is a complete package. It's a complete box because it has 5 items in here. But we'll go ahead and review that. First one that I see in here is by Araceli, and this is 2 beauty blenders. Again, I'm not going to open because I'm not sure if I have to return anything. I'm not sure. If y'all know anyone who has sent this, please let me know. Then I have an Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's a dip brow pomade, and it came with a brush, which again I'm not going to open because I don't know. I'm really at a loss here. I have not received BoxyCharm in quite a few months, so this is throwing me out of the loop. And again, BoxyCharm wouldn't put stickers on their boxes, at least I don't think. Then I have Context. It's a matte lipstick, and this is in the shade Tears Are Falling. So I'm not going to swatch, I'm just going to show you. And that is the shade, which is a really pretty shade. It's a really nice shade. I like it. And then we have by Dermalect, and it is a Revitalite Eyelid Dark Circle Corrector. And let's go ahead and take a look and see what's in here. And it is a tube, so it is a corrector for dark eyelids. I think that's what I read. Eyelid and dark circles. There you go. And then there was a palette. And I don't recall seeing any unboxings for this, so I'm not sure which month this even is, or if it was even a month, or did they just recycle the box and send it. I'm not sure, but why would they send the card? This is the palette, and again, I'm not going to swatch it. It's a really pretty palette, and I do have other palettes by Wander Beauty, and I do like the formula. It is not too highly pigmented, but it is buildable, and I do like the formula. It's a great starter type formula, because it was for me when I was first starting out to do my eyeshadow looks. And let's go ahead and take a look at the card. And it says it is the Wander Beauty Wondrous Escape Eyeshadow Palette. That was $42. Dermalect was $59, and that's a dark eyelid and dark circle corrector. The Anastasia Beverly Hills was $39, and that was the pomade for the brows and the brush. And then the matte lipstick from Context Skin in the shade, I don't remember, Tears Are Falling. And then the Araceli Beauty Blenders, and those were 2 beauty blenders, and those were $24. Once again, please let me know what giveaway I entered, or because I don't know. I do lose track of the giveaways I do enter. I don't enter very many, which is why I don't remember entering this one, but could very well be. But whoever sent it, if you are watching, thank you very much. Just let me know so that I'm not wondering where this mysterious box came from, because it is getting on my, not my nerves, but I'm kind of wondering. And I did check my bank account because I wanted to make sure I did not get charged. I'm not charged because I have not received BoxyCharm in several months. But let's go ahead and put that aside. Thank you if you did send this box, whoever may have sent it. But let's go ahead and go into the mysterious house that I lived in. It is a story that I had pending and I completely forgot, and I do apologize to everyone. And this mysterious box kind of reminded me of the mysterious house. So here we are with that story. we moved in there and it was in 1988. So it's been quite a long time. My children were little. My baby was 6 months old. And he was the one that ultimately was the reason we left. And I'll explain that. We were there for a year. A few maybe weeks after we moved in, my daughter came in and she was 5. My middle son was 2. And my daughter came up to me and said, "Mom, you need to go tell that man that's in our room to leave us alone. He's not letting us play." And I dismissed it as children being children and imaginary friends, things like that. So I just dismissed it and went into the room, told whoever she told me was messing with them to leave them alone and let them play. And that was the end of that for a few more weeks. Then again it happened and she came back again, and that time I was concerned because now we're dealing with the same situation a few weeks later, and then it disappeared yet again when I went into the room and said, "Get out. Leave them alone. Let them play." And it wasn't until a few months later that we started hearing different types of noises. And one of the noises that we heard was middle of the night. And we heard, I don't know, when you guys, I don't know if any of you have purchased groceries and had them in a paper sack. And they just put them in a paper sack. Well, it sounded like the paper sack flipped over and the cans just started going all over the place. But we had not bought any groceries recently. My ex-husband did get up. He went, checked the kitchen, checked everywhere. There was nothing around that could have made that noise, but we both heard it. Then my brother, one of my brothers, came to stay with us, and he refused to come and stay with us again after one of the nights that he stayed, because he used to stay with us quite often. And he wouldn't come and stay with us, and he wouldn't tell me why until my ex told me. He says it might have been because of one of the nights that you had to work, because I used to work at the hospital and I worked midnight shift. So I was always gone during the midnight shift. So I didn't experience a lot of what was going on in the middle of the night because I was at work. My ex did not want to tell me because he didn't want to frighten me. So they let it go. He said that they were in the living room watching TV, and out of the blues, they heard a loud crash as if someone had broken windows or bottles in the backyard. So they went, looked around, and couldn't find any broken window. No broken windows, no broken bottles, no anything. One of them went through the inside of the house and one of them went through the outside of the house, both my ex and my brother. And they could not find anything that could have made that noise, but they both heard it. That was the last time my brother stayed at that house. And again, it happened and I did not hear about it until later on. Granted, we were there for a year. So it was just random noises here and there. One of my ex's best friends stopped by one day. He was a coach. And he stopped by and said, "Y'all's electricity is going to kill you. Every night that I go home, your upstairs lights are on." And we didn't use the upstairs because we had moved into that house to allow someone to renovate it, and they didn't want the hoodlums to come and destroy it while they were renovating. So they felt if someone lives there, then it's going to be okay. So we did that favor. But when we didn't anticipate all of this, so we took our friend's advice and went upstairs, and my ex told him, "There are no light bulbs up there. We do not use the upstairs. The upstairs that's where they store all of the construction stuff." Well, they did go upstairs and there were no light bulbs upstairs, but the lights were on. That was another one. There were so many different things that were going on in that house. The more and more they messed with my children, the more they would not let them play, the more that my daughter came and said, "Mom, they're still coming back and they're not leaving us alone," the more I became concerned. Because now it's no longer just in the house. Now they're attacking my children. And that was not something I was going to tolerate. And almost a year in, I was getting ready for work. And that was the last straw. And I was ironing my uniform to go into work, and it must have been about 11:30. And that night someone was going to cover for me until 1 o'clock, so I still had after midnight. I usually left my house by 11:30 so that I could be at work by 12. And I heard a very screeching loud noise coming from my youngest son, who now was a year and a half old. And I ran to the room where he was laying in the bed, and my ex ran to the room as well. And there were two entrances to that particular room. My ex went in one door, I went in the other door, and I felt something just throw me against the wall and hold me against the wall, while I saw my ex go onto the bed and say major prayer while holding our son. And he prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed, and eventually I was released and we left. We went to a hotel that night. We were not staying there anymore. We went to the hotel. Next morning we rented a U-Haul, and I still get super goosebumps. It's still a reliving thing. Once in a while it just pops in. But thank God my children are all grown, married. Everything is fine with them. My God is bigger than that God. For sure, my God is bigger than that God. And we rented a U-Haul. We didn't even pack. We took our things and were throwing them into the U-Haul. A lot of my things were broken, misplaced, destroyed, because we just wanted out of that house, and prayed that we didn't take whatever was in there with us. While we were throwing things into the truck, one of my neighbors that was helping us was coming to get another load, and he came up to me and he says, "What were you doing? Why did you pull your son in like that?" Which is my baby, once again, the baby. He says, "Why did you pull him in to the house that way? I thought you said you didn't want the kids in the house." And I said, "I don't." He says, "Your kid's inside. I just saw you pull him in." I didn't pull him in. And he was in the living room. And I took my kids, and my ex said, "Just take the kids. We'll finish doing the rest of it. Just get the kids out of here. Get them out of here." And I did. It took several years before we kind of normalized. Every noise scared us. My kids would run with every noise, run up to me. And it was a scary thing. A very, very scary thing. I don't wish it on anybody. And I just thank God that he was with us every step of that way. I mean, he was there, and I know he was there. Once we moved out, my ex and several other people went up to the house, and they started searching the house after everything was out. And they discovered a trapdoor in the upstairs bathroom. And they went into the trapdoor, and in the trapdoor they found a very old-fashioned priest hat and several other things that were up there. But that priest hat, he said, is the hat that he had a dream that he had been taken by a priest to go visit his great-grandmother in Mexico. He had never met that woman. He described that woman to my father-in-law, my ex-father-in-law, and he said that was my mother. And my ex had never met her. She died before he was born, so he had never met her. But he was taken by that priest wearing that same hat to Mexico. We didn't want anything to do with that house. We wanted nothing else to do with it. And like I said, I am so thankful that my God was with us. And again, my God is bigger than that God. And that is in brief summary of everything that we had gone through with that. And just thankful to be here, thankful my children are fine, and thankful we did not take anything from that house. So we did not have anything follow us, but we have had other experiences here and there. But all we do is pray and give ourselves and put everything in God's hands, and it gets taken care of. Believe it or not, it does get taken care of. So my apologies once again for having delayed on bringing y'all this story. I think my mask is probably ready to come off. And let's go ahead and take it off. And I love the way this mask feels. It still has a lot of serum. And if you all did not notice, the bottom portion of my mask did not start drying up or coming off. And that is amazing. And it feels really, really nice. It does. Like I said, I have a lot of serum on my face still. So there's the story. There's the mysterious BoxyCharm box. And if any of y'all remember entering a giveaway of that sort, please let me know down below in the comment section. I need to get it off of my mind to figure out where that box came from. But that is all I have for Mask Monday. Once again, happy Mask Monday, ladies, and everyone else who decided to do a mask today. I will see y'all in the next video. Until then, stay safe, stay blessed, smile always. Bye.